How's it going, everyone? So the Packers made a few transactional moves late today. So the first one is being reported by Aaron Wilson. He said Packers re-sign exclusive rights free agent Zayne Anderson and release Leonard Payne. So Zayne Anderson is coming back to the safety group. He's a welcome addition. He's good on special teams and he was good in relief, not in a full-time capacity, but when called upon, he was decent over there at safety. So glad to have him back. But then the Packers, shortly after, did another signing of their own. So this was reported by Jordan Schultz for me. Said sources, former Giants linebacker Isaiah Simmons is signing with the Packers. Still just 26 years old, Simmons has 2 career pick sixes and adds versatility with his ability to play nickel as well. And with this signing, it's a welcome addition to the linebacking group, considering the Packers didn't address it in the draft. And I feel like them not addressing it in the draft kind of put more emphasis in making the signing, considering they did have him come before the draft and they worked him out, but they didn't have a signing then. But after the draft, have decided to sign him. So he is a former first-round pick by the Arizona Cardinals. Didn't work out, played there for 3 years, and then went to the Giants, traded for a 7th-round pick to the Giants, and played there 2 years, and subsequently didn't really work out. But when he came out of college, he has a pretty high RAS score. He had a 9.97, very athletic freak. Had a vertical jump of 39 inches, broad jump of 11 feet, ran a 40-yard dash at 4.39. It's insane. So very athletic dude. And unfortunately, hasn't really lived up to his first round billing. He's kind of been a pretty decent disappointment. And so for his career, he hasn't done entirely too much. So for his 5-year career between Arizona and New York Giants, he's had 5 total interceptions, 21 pass defended, 9 forced fumbles, and also has had 8.5 sacks while also accumulating 329 total tackles with 15 tackles for loss. So he's been kind of being used everywhere. He can be a box linebacker. He can play as a coverage linebacker. He can also be a safety, and that's kind of what he did for the Giants. He kind of played as a safety, while with Arizona, he was more of an inside-the-box kind of linebacker. So that's the versatility that they're talking about. He can kind of play anywhere amongst the linebacker or also safety. Then moving along to the PFF grades, as you can see, he hasn't really lived up very well. He hasn't had very good grades at all. In his final season, 45.6 defensive grade, 61.5 run defensive grade, 49 tackling grade, and a 43.6 coverage grade. In his final season, he didn't really play too much, only 181 total snaps, but missed 4 tackles with an 18.2 missed tackling percentage. So not the greatest, but also where his value comes from is on special teams. In the final year with the Giants, he had an 88.2 special teams grade. So definitely adds value to the special teams part, at least, considering they've only signed him for what seems to be 1 year. And so with the signing, this is a pretty classic Packer move. We're going to sign a former first-round draft pick who hasn't panned out, hasn't lived up to his potential, sign him for a cheap deal. It's kind of a win-win. He gets an opportunity with what I would say a better team and franchise, considering Arizona Cardinals and New York Giants haven't been the most stable franchise. We've had some players that we've gotten from both of their teams that have done very well for us. So not saying that this can pan out, but there is a lot of upside to it. It's a low risk move. We get some more depth in the linebacking group, some versatility for Jeff Hafley, which he loves to help disguise the coverage. So he's going to be able to compete for a 53-man roster spot this offseason for sure, as it stands right now. So he's joining a linebacker group, as we can see on the depth chart. Quay Walker and Adrian Cooper are your starters. Then behind them, you got Isaiah McDuffie and Tyron Hopper. Isaiah McDuffie is kind of the one he's probably going to compete with the most. Tyron Hopper didn't get much playing time, so he could potentially possibly beat him pretty easily, depending on how his offseason and camp goes. Then behind those two, you have newly signed Jamon Dumas Johnson as the undrafted free agent, and returning Christian Welch. So not much competition, and if he's going to vie for a roster spot, this is probably his best avenue. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.